Change of plans. He wants that one out too now. No, not that one, silly. This one. Because its roots are also messing up our slab. We're gonna bridge this so we don't taco the sidewalk. We're gonna put a bridge here and flop this right out there. We put a couple 6x6s here, and then we lay a log on those, and that'll keep the tree up off sidewalk. It'll even bridge it enough to protect that railroad tie over there. This tree has to do some pushing. It has to push through those limbs. It'll go slow. If it gets stuck, we'll push on it with the excavator. But I'm gonna make a prediction that it'll keep moving through there. Sorry I didn't put a camera on the push through because it was kind of cool to watch. Sorry about the noise, but this is a good example of a time to go halfway on the face cut. If my face cut was out here, if the hinge was here, then the tree would have to overcome not only the limbs up above, but it would have to tip farther and be more likely to hang up. This eliminated anything hanging it up too early on the stump. This is how they sit.
Come on!
Even when there's only two guys in the truck.
I feel like I'm the wrong guy for the middle seat, YouTube.
You're the perfect guy for the middle seat.
It is super cozy. I mean, I'm just saying, you're like one of those big marshmallow mats.
He's like a big teddy
in
bear.
gym class.
Yeah, I just don't smell as good.
Thought I would make a video for you guys today. We got a crane job and a little bit of stump grinding. Might show you the stump grinding. It's kind of interesting. So Years ago, we put cables up in the top of this. It's a humongous cedar. Proper cabling up there reminds me of something I did on Instagram the other day, maybe a few weeks ago, is I showed a homeowner chain wrapped around a tree and how it was being enveloped by the tree. And it was just something I saw as I was walking along. It wasn't any client of mine, but I was like pointing it out as the wrong thing to do, and I got a bunch of hate for it from people that thought it looked like it was the right thing to do. You know, like, it worked, didn't it? And it's wrong. You don't usually want to wrap chains around a trunk and leave them there for a few years. The tree envelops it. Also, homeowners always just go really low because they just go wherever they can reach, and they end up with some funky looking stuff. What we're doing today is this tree is coming out, and we're gonna try to tip these slabs up and then grind under them and then try to lay them back in place. The guy's not real picky with wanting to have a brand new cement work project, so we're gonna do what we can for him. And we're craning this out because there's a lot of other little trees and stuff, and these are really long limbs. So, like that little Japanese maple, it's kind of nice to just airlift that out of there rather than mess around with rigging and stuff. The tree has lifted the corner of the house and cracked the house in a few places. I'd go this way.
All right, YouTube, part of this little job is August told the guy that we would go ahead and peel these It's all right, we're getting some good YouTube gold footage here. You know what I'm saying? You can get that thumb just on the back side.
Yeah. You and me.
That way you
grab this from
that way you can tip it into the thumb. We'll use that slab to scrape all the stump grindings together,
yeah, it's
too.
like a brush rake. It'll be nice. There we go.
We can start grinding this stump until it falls over.
Yeah, just like the beavers do it, dude. Just start chewing away at one side.
In a circle around.
Yeah. And then we'll run and pray.
Why don't you cable up a little bit? I cannot see Damien at all. He's down there somewhere. It's thick. This is where helmet communication's really good. monkeybeaver.com climbers rope bag, kind of like a bullet bag. A lot of people say you have to go over a limb and around the tree, but I say, depending on the strength of the limbs, when they go like this, you can get a better it'll pay out better if it has less trunk drag, less surface area. Obviously, if you don't know what's good for you, then go over the whole trunk and around a limb. If you doubt what you're up to, or if you're one of those safety redundancy types, because it's not wrong to have a safety redundancy type brain. It's just not the brain that I like to have or have. Pretty good sized piece. I'm gonna pull my rope out before you tighten it up. You don't have to worry about, you'll be pretty close to the 2 block, but you're not so close that you gotta worry about it. Peel down just a little bit. Note to self, take the carabiner off next time. I barely got it back. That's a redundancy I'll accept. Damien's down there talking to me, YouTube, in case you're wondering. That's who I'm talking to right now. He said that's a safety, or that's a redundancy I should accept. Take your carabiner off before you try to pull it through something up there, because Murphy's Law says it'll get stuck. But I'm the type of guy who's when he's almost out of gas, he just has to see if he would have made it rather than get gas. Okay, you can tension it up. I think I'll put my camera on a limb here. Look up. Still landing down. Can I boom straight up? You can boom straight up. You can't. I don't know how much I'd winch up. I said I don't know if I'd winch up. You can definitely boom up. The old V cut. It's a nice stable cut. I like it.
All right, YouTube, there's our pick. First one down. Right here.
He wants us to grind that stump, and he wants us to put the slab back and stuff. And so when I was driving with the tracks out there on his lawn, I had to give him the old you gotta break eggs to make an omelet speech. All of these big heavy limbs going that way are going to make this thing gonna want to tip. So what I'll probably be doing is hooking them. We'll get the log with it, of course, but I'll hook like this far out these limbs. They'll be strong there. We'll be pulling on the limbs, and then that way we can get the log to kind of counterbalance it a little bit. They'll still be tipping, but got to do something to try to keep them from just dumping over to the side like that. It's annoying. Reg Coates probably a year ago maybe did a video where he knows, he's like, These are going to be tippers, and you just have to tip them and get out of the way. We run into stuff like that a lot on central lead trees with heavy limbs all on one side.
Right here, we'll just put a little halfway cut through them. So that way as they enter the chipper, they'll fold back and not jam up. And then I gotta sit there and feed it the whole time with the excavator. It's a lot easier on the machine, and it just makes the process a whole lot smoother.
Hooking them like this, they'll be pretty strong, and we'll get the trunk weight to counterbalance all these limbs. That looks pretty tight. Straight up and down it stayed. That's because I have the trunk compensating for the weight of the limbs. That's a pretty miraculous amount of holding position that it kept. Weight that way. And that's what Reg was talking about. No tricks were going to keep that from happening. Tight.
That was a nice bomb out.
Yeah. Rappelling is the fun part.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, this is our last pick here. He's got them terminated on the opposite side of the side with all the void on it, so
Oh look,
that'll counteract.
I can get it back.
Wow, that is quite the retrievable. That is awesome.
I did it all by myself.
Oh, looks like it worked pretty good.
Unorthodox.
Looks like it worked pretty good. I'm gonna go help Max for a minute.
Time to get out the stump grinder. We're gonna call that good. The homeowner can do the touch-ups that need to be done where the stump grinding holes are.
Boy, what a shame. Jeff would have really loved this job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the guy even needs to stump grind anymore. I think August Hunnicky the Beast can do it.
Yeah, I think we'll probably just have you take over.
I
now
like
on.
Jeff's stump grinder a lot. It's really cool.
Yeah, every time I've seen him grind with it, I mean, it seems,
I just like tracked better than wheels, man.
yeah, way better.
And it has a auto sweep or whatever, so you can't like
Bog it down too much or
herky
something?
jerk it to death.
Really? Does it stop
Oh, you can
on?
still kill it.
Okay.
Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah, I heard it a couple times.
No, you
bog it
didn't.
down
Not a
little
couple
bit
times.
When Jeff was doing it.
Okay. One time I bogged it down by driving the feed, what do you call it? The cutter wheel,
Cutter
just
head, yeah.
straight down into the stump when I really meant to go to the right or left.
Yeah. So you're putting just tons of pressure on it. And it just
Wasn't good, but it
happen.
didn't happen, Jeff. Don't worry about it. Don't watch this video.
Yeah, don't watch this, Jeff.
Thanks for watching YouTube.
Monkey people, dump, dump.